Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel, coming at you with another video tonight. And I know, based upon the title, you're probably like, what's really going on? Yes, you guessed it. We're talking about evil Islam. You know, the crazy religion, the religion about the moon god and Allah and Muhammad and Alibaba and chopping heads off and all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about this crazy stuff that goes on, you know, and why in the world or why in the hell would a white woman, red hair, Irish Catholic woman convert to this demon Arab religion? So let's analyze this. This woman I'm talking about, as you know, is Lindsay Lohan. Many of you may know Lindsay Lohan, but for those of you who don't know Lindsay Lohan, she was a child star, believe involved with Disney. I believe she was a model also. You probably have seen her on TV recently or in the news. Well, not recently, but over the past few years of her, having drug issues like a lot of these celebrities. Alcoholism, coke, all these other things I guess she was doing, getting caught up in drugs. And she blames her drug issues on her father, which I guess her mother and father had separated when she was just a child. So she blames those issues on the father or whatever. And I believe that he was on some celebrity show or, one of those rehab shows. I forgot. So anyway, back to what I was saying. This woman, this starlet who had everything going for her, got engulfed in this celebrity and got, mixed in with the drugs, living that lifestyle, partying, things of that nature. So, how does she arrive to Islam? And I guess a lot of people, they tend to look at Islam as like a prison religion, or someone when they lose everything, they just turn to Islam for some reason. But for a star like her, let's continue to analyze this, okay? I guess things came up when she was seen with a Quran that she said she was reading about, trying to find out more about Islam. She also was doing humanitarian work in Syria, at the refugee camp. She said that she was learning Arabic, and things of that nature. And I guess what's breaking news now is that she deleted all of her pictures off of Instagram, and now under her bio it reads "Alaikum Salam," which means "unto you peace" in Arabic. So people are up in arms about, the media is going crazy about this. She's even seen in pictures wearing a hijab, covering her head. So, the media is up in arms about this starlet embracing Islam. So the next question, as far as America goes, is why is it so hard, especially for a star or someone like her, to embrace Islam, and why is it so hard for America to digest it? That's my question. Isn't any religion, no matter what it is, Buddhism, Christianity, um, Islam, any of these other, voodoo, whatever you have out there, isn't it commendable if that person individually finds peace and they're not bothering anybody, they're not hurting anyone? Isn't that like, shouldn't people be happy for that person? And I believe that other Muslims are, congratulating her prematurely, even though there's been denial that she has. She hasn't officially come out and said, Well, at least as I'm making this video, she hasn't come out and said that she's embraced Islam. She's just studying it, which I think is very cool. Me personally, I'm a student of religion. I study all religions, and I do what makes sense to me. So I feel that everyone, as I said, if you've seen any of my videos, I encourage you to watch some other videos where I talk about religion. Um, to just use your intellect and do what feels right for you. Do what makes sense to you. What gives you peace at the end of the day? What I think a lot of people need to realize, and I'm gonna go into just some information about Islam um, from my studies, is most of the converts to Islam are women, despite the fact of it being, said that Islam is an oppressive religion. A lot of the rights that many people have in these countries, especially Western countries, and let's just say, for example, the United States, women in Islam had those rights 1,400 years ago. The right to vote, own property, all this stuff 1,400 years ago. So, and I guess you say, well, JR, well, why is Saudi Arabia like this? Why is Saudi Arabia so oppressive? What you need to understand is Saudi Arabia doesn't speak for Islam. Saudi Arabia doesn't even have the largest Muslim population, you know. So that's just a fun fact for you guys to know. Even though Mecca, it originated, as far as it's in the advent of Islam in Mecca through the Prophet Muhammad, they don't have the largest population for Muslims. So just so you know that. Yes, they do oppress their women, but these things doesn't make them doesn't that doesn't go hand in hand with Islam. What they do, just like people want to blame Islam for what Muslims do. That's like just like trying to compare Christianity, KKK, Nazis, so on and so forth. The Crusaders, all this killing that's went on. You can blame that on Christianity. Every person, you can't judge a religion based on a person or a group or a subgroup, actions. So I'm just want to throw that out there. The fundamental difference for those of you who don't know, as far as Islam goes, the fundamental difference between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam is the belief of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jews don't believe that Jesus Christ was the Messiah. They don't believe in the Trinity. They just believe in God alone. Okay, they don't accept Jesus Christ as a prophet or messenger of God. Christianity is Christian. To be a Christian, if you don't know, to be a Christian, according to the Pauline doctrine and the Council of Nicaea, you have to believe that Jesus is God incarnated and that he is part of a Trinity. So there's three gods in one. You have to believe that as a Christian. Islam believes that there's only one God, which is the God of Abraham, just like Christianity and Judaism. And they believe that Jesus is not the Son of God. They believe that he was a prophet and messenger born of the Virgin Mary. So that's the fundamental difference between those three religions. They all come from the same source. They're all Abrahamic religions from Abraham, dating back to, it's before them, but they're considered Abrahamic religions. Now there's other minor differences, but those are the fundamental major difference between those three. Islam, they believe in the same prophets. They believe in the scripture, the Torah that came, the book of Moses. They believe, just as the Jews do, they believe in the Torah. They believe in the gospel that was given to Jesus. Just like the Christians believe in the New Testament and the gospel. Like the Jews don't believe in the New Testament. They don't follow the New Testament. Islam accepts all of those are scriptures that were given, but they were changed to fit human needs as humans have changed them. So with that being said, in Islam, it's taught to neither accept nor reject those scriptures now, or the information that's given in those scriptures. So God is God. They worship God as everybody does. Another fact which you hear about Allah being called a moon god. Jesus spoke Aramaic. The Aramaic term for God is Allah or Allah. So Jesus never said the word God. When he prayed to God, he said Allah in Aramaic. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. You can go watch The Passion of Christ, which the whole movie is in Aramaic. It's subtitled. Listen to the part when he's talking to God or he's praying to God. You'll hear him say Allah. Another fun fact right there. So Jesus was not an English speaker either. So that's another thing just to say. So all in all, Lindsay Lohan, if you find peace in it, you find peace. That's good. It doesn't matter what religion it is. As long as you are a quote unquote good person, and you're not hurting anyone, by all means, go for what you know. How can you condemn someone? How can you condemn someone who prays 5 times a day to their Lord, gives charity, fasts, and whose major goal in life is to do as many good deeds as possible towards humanity, so that on the day of judgment they're not thrown into the hellfire? How can you hate someone like that? Are these people going to hell for worshiping the creator of the heavens and the earth and doing these things? Next question is, Lindsay Lohan, are you now going to consider her a terrorist? And will she burn in hell? Along with all her other Muslim buddies, as y'all call it. So, just love your brothers and sisters in humanity no matter who you are. Smile, because smiling is charity. Everyone doesn't want to kill you. Stop believing that, America. Everybody doesn't want to kill you. Stop being so pretentious. So with that being said, if you got any questions, any comments, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Check out my links. You can follow me on Facebook. Go to my author profile on Amazon. Check out my books if you got a chance. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.